Hello everyone and welcome to a new IK video. This is Ken, and in this video we're gonna talk about hunting gnomes one more time. We had double rewards yesterday, up until yesterday I think. There it is. And we had to kill a lot of gnomes as usual in order to gather either the enchanted stones or the gems equipments. So in my case, this is missing. There it is. In my case, I tried as much as possible to save as much troops as possible because we just got out of KVK. My training ground was hurting a lot. It's not even half the training ground that is max right now, and in order to do so I had to improvise. So I used to hunt gnomes with only 2 immortals, as I explained in one of my previous videos, and recently in the past 3 days this is what I have been using, and I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna go through each and every skill. I've been using Alex, Charles, and Theodora, and the reason I've been using 2 immortals is to minimize the losses for my bowman, because my bowman was hurting a lot. I tried to save as much bowman as possible, so this is why I've been using Alex and Charles. That means that the only losses that I will receive is either cavalries and or shieldmen. The losses will be all cavalries and shieldmen. I will not lose any bowmen because I'm not even using a 3rd immortal or any immortals in the back line. So this is how it used to look like to hunt gnomes with my 2 immortals. The losses was between 100 up to 200. This was the average. But each and every raid, I think the raid was around 84 or 85 gnomes being killed for each and every raid, since the limit of the EP has been increased. So I think the losses, the total losses, the total troop death for each and every raid was around 8 to 9,000. It was a lot of losses, to be honest, and it wasn't something that I could afford at such a time, so I had to improvise. I tried to add a 3rd immortal to make sure that the losses does not pass the 100 mark, and here are all the results. I added Theodora, and the only reason I added Theodora is because of her ultimate skill, her ability to remove the continuous damage, which is the damage that comes from the fire chip. She removes the continuous damage, and this is the main damage that we receive whenever we're hunting gnomes above level 41. So this is the only reason I've been using Theodora. I added energy shield. All these skills are extra. This is usually my main build, the energy skills that I'm using on Charles, and Rage Blessing, Berserk, and a DBS skill, doesn't matter which one, either Cleave, Combo, Blade Vortex, or even Anger on Alex. And these skills, all of these skills are extra. So I'm using energy shield just for the small chance that she might apply the shield before the ship damage. I'm using no escape to prevent the gnomes from ever casting any kind of skills or any kind of damage. And since I'm using no escape, the only thing that I will be worrying about is the ship's damage. And of course I'm using speed blessing just to make sure, not for Alex but for Charles, just to make sure that Charles hits these normal attacks as quickly as possible, making use of adrenaline rush combined with wind rage. If he was able to cast his shield before the damage that comes from the fire ship, it's over. And I already talked about this in a lot of my previous videos. I just finished a raid right now. It is 27 gnomes, and of course I'm running I think I'm running, yeah, I'm running farm talents right now just to save as much EB as possible. And these are the results. 27 gnomes has been killed, 27 camps. Average death is 2,000. This is even less than 100 per gnome camp. This is how it looks like in the fight. This is 23 death. We're gonna watch a replay in a minute. This is 65. This is higher than usual. 71. 63, 33, 26, 38. Sometimes it goes over 100, but these are very, very rare scenarios. 1881. So we're gonna watch both the 169. I would like to start with this to see what happened exactly. Even though I know what happened, something happened that prevented Charles from casting his ultimate skill before the ship's damage. So this is the dragon's damage. I'm also using a fire dragon to help with the damage a bit, since Alex is the only damager and it takes a bit to finish the fight. So the fire dragon helps a lot with the damaging skill. I think he deals up to 8 million damage if he had the time. but I think the fights usually finish before he applies the full damage. Let's take a look at the report one more time. So in this scenario, Charles wasn't able to cast the shield. 8.4 million damage from the dragon, 24 from Alex. Alright, as for the other reports, we need a very low losses report. I think I saw an 18 over there. Yeah, this one here. So in this scenario as well, Charles as well managed to cast his shields before the ship. So this is a very fast energy regain. There goes the shield, and whenever we see the ship damage, you will see that all the damage has been absorbed by all 3 immortals. I'm pretty sure that maybe Theodora helped a bit with energy shield. Let's take a look at the report one more time. Fights usually over less than 30 seconds, thanks to the fire dragon, of course. So let's take a look at this. So the energy shield, 6 attempts, 3.2 million damage. Not sure why the healing was fixed. Kinda odd. This is my first time ever seeing this. Terra shield, 9.4 million damage, 9 attempts. That means that the skill was casted 3 times at least during the fight. This is all thanks to the energy regain skills that I'm using. So in this setup, yes, you will use some bowmen. However, the losses will be way less than using only 2 immortals. However, if you have a lot of cavalries and shieldmen in the training ground and you have a low amount of bowmen, that means that the best choice is using only 2 front row immortals, which is Alex and Charles. But in my case, I think I killed a lot of shieldmen and cavalries, and right now I have some extra bowmen that I can sacrifice to kill gnomes. So this will be all for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have a wonderful day.